Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Cozy Steve. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, enjoying yourselves. It's time for a story. So for today, we're gonna start it off basic, keep it simple. We're gonna talk about the first time I smoked weed. Well, not the first time I smoked weed, the first time I actually got high. Because the first time I smoked weed would be, I think when I was like around maybe like 10 years old, you know, because I used to go to an elementary school that was, for some reason, it went from like K to like 8th grade. So growing up there, it's like, you know, the older kids walked around, threw me a blunt, just touched it and left. So that's the first time I touched weed, I got introduced to it. As for the other hand, the first time I actually got high, actually like smoked and legit got high, would be around maybe the summer of like 7th grade, like around exactly like 4th of July actually. This was back in my hometown in New Jersey. It was back in Bloomfield. I was usually for 4th of July there's this big field called Foley Field, if you guys are familiar with it, and they have a little tradition that every year the town decides to have like a big firework thing in the field. So for that day, it was actually one of my last it was my last summer there, so I was already moving down here to Maryland, so it was like my last big moves with like my boys, like my friends over there. And so what we pretty much did is we all met up in the morning. We went to go skate to the skate park because there's a skate park right next to the field. So it worked out perfectly for us. So we went over there, you know, we were doing our thing, we were skating. I was with 3 of my friends. We'll call them Jimmy, John, and we'll call them Tommy. So we were with Jimmy, John, and Tony, and Tommy, whatever. Point is, Tommy. And yeah, we're chilling, you know, we're having a good day. We go to the skate park, we're chilling, we're pretty much chilling. We had no intentions to smoke, none of us even had weed or anything. This was all just out of the blue. So we decided to take a little break, and then we went to this baseball field right next to the skate park, and we just sat on the bleachers, you know, we're just talking, you know, hanging around doing things. And as Tommy was talking, Cindy and Alex came up, and I've actually known these guys. I wasn't too familiar with them. I wasn't like, you know, friends with them or anything, but I've seen them around school. Like I knew who they were, so they weren't any new faces to me. So they come out of nowhere. They just come up and we meet up with them. We're like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then Cindy actually pulls out a blunt and she's like, hey, do you guys want to smoke? And at this point, I've always already been curious about weed since I've already tried it, and since I've never been able to get it, I've always been curious about it. I've never been the person who's like steered away from it. If anything, I've been enthusiastic about it, kind of looking forward to it. My little cat's crying. Smokey's crying outside. I'll be right back. I'll get her. We got a little guest today. Alright. Here she is. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, so I've never really been like the one to steer away from it. I've always been like enthusiastic about it. I've always wanted to try it. And I don't know why. I guess I've never like, you know, set into that like, oh, weed is bad, weed's dangerous, weed's gonna kill you, weed's a gateway drug. I never really believe that stuff. I kind of just like toss it off as bullshit. I'm more of a try it before you judge it kind of person, because like it blows me, like, you know, people who've never smoked weed or done anything, they're like, oh, that's bad for you, but it's like, have you tried it though? Like, have you tried it? What's wrong with it? So I've never been that type of person, so I'm always one who likes to experience things before they actually judge it. So she asked if we wanted to smoke. I said yes, but my friend Johnny actually said no, or 2 of them actually said no. So it ended up being Cindy, Alex, me, and my boy Tommy. So, and it worked out perfectly too, because right next to where we were, there was actually like this little, I don't know what it's called. I guess it would be like a sewer line or something, but not really. It's like, I don't know, it's like a little creek thing where water flows through. I don't know what it is. But yeah, like there just happened to be one there, and since they were the smokers, they knew where the spots were, so I just followed them and went down there. So we got down there, you know, we're chilling, she's sparking up the blunt, and at this point, I mean, I'm like super hype. I'm like, you know, like, yo, can we like get this shit started? And this is where I fucked up. So at this point, I'm a newbie at smoking, so I don't know anything how it works. I don't know how the rotation works or anything. So I fucked myself up, and I put myself like at the end of the rotation. So I'm over here, you know, just sitting, watching all these other people smoke, you know. Here I got my anxiety building up, like, come on, I want this blunt, I want this blunt, I want this blunt. And finally, the blunt gets to me and hit that shit way harder than I was intending to. And oh my god, I literally destroyed my lungs. Like, I absolutely obliterated my lungs. Like, that was back when I had like little baby lungs. I absolutely obliterated my lungs. So yeah, and then yeah, absolutely obliterated my lungs, and I was just coughing, dying. They were like, yo, and be aware, like, keep in mind that the people I was smoking with, they didn't know that this was my first time smoking. I didn't mention it to them because And I'm guessing they assumed it wasn't my first time smoking because I was like, I seemed happy about it, like I was so down for it. So they didn't bother to ask. So when I started like literally dying in front of them, they were like, yo, what's wrong with this idiot? Anyways, but yeah, you know, I cough how long as I, you know, keep the blunt going, and then the blunt comes back to me. At this point, I'm like, I'm super lightweight, so that hit already had me zooted, and I was liking the feeling. You know, I'm feeling euphoric. I'm feeling happy. You know, trying to listen to some music, go out, you know, have some fun. That's when I got introduced to the munchies. I'll talk about that later. And yeah, so the blunt finally comes back to me, and like my man's Tony asked me, he's like, yo, you want to hit it again? And I'm like, shit, fuck it, of course, yeah. And that's when the pothead was born. So yeah, of course I say yes. You know, we keep smoking the blunt. She brought up another one too, so she had 2 blunts. So I was, you know, like, whoa, I was, you know, being sparked up for free the first time. I was excited. It was a great day for me. And yeah, so you know, we end up smoking the both blunts. You know, we were chilling. Then we come out and we go back to meet up with other people. So you know, at this time we're all pretty steamed. We're all steamed. This is back when we were all lightweights. You know, it's probably some Reggie for all we know. This was like weak shit. And you know, we're all lit as fuck, having a good time. And at this time it was around like 6 o'clock, so we still had like a couple hours to like kill before we actually had like the whole firework thing. And now, you know, we're like about half an hour in, an hour deep. So now I'm like, I got the full high. So now it's just like, yo, this is great. Like, it was to the point where for some reason, I don't know why, I found it hilarious. I was just finding everything hilarious, but I'm guessing that's just, you know, that's just weed, you get the giggles. So I was just finding everything hilarious. Everybody's looking at me like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this man? So I was like, yo, I gotta be honest with y'all, this is my first time smoking weed, and that's when they were like, oh shit. So now they're like, okay, now we gotta give this nigga a good time. So what's the first thing they do? Quick Check's down the street. We take our asses to Quick Check. We go to Quick Check, and that, man, that's when I loved walking into gas stations. Because walking into gas stations when you are high is probably one of the best feelings you can see. Seeing all those bags of chips, all that food, all those drinks just like mouth watering. And on top of that, that's when I got introduced to Cottonmouth, because I didn't know anything. So I didn't have any water on me, I didn't have shit on me. So when we get to Quick Check, my mouth is like shit. My mouth's like the Sahara Desert. I'm about dry as fuck. And I don't even bother paying for the fucking thing. I just crack open the bottle of water and just chug that shit, you know, I ain't give no fucks. And then at this point, I'm like, you know, my mother gave me like 40 bucks. So I was like, alright, I can get some snacks. And literally, I just went down this whole fucking aisle, just grabbing chips after candy after candy, like literally a whole bunch of snacks. And in my head, I'm like, yo, Steve, you ain't gonna eat all this shit. But then, you know, I got high meat. Like, I got introduced to high meat now. High meat's coming out, like, yo, you need more. So I was like, fuck it, whatever, you know, we get a shit ton of snacks. I really end up wasting like, what, maybe $30 of that $40 like straight on snacks and just straight junk food and garbage. And, you know, at this point, you know, we chilling, we real high, and then right next to Quick Check was actually like a 99-cent store. And for some reason, I had this great idea, hey, let me buy this American flag, like, I think they were swim trunks, I don't remember exactly what they were like shorts or swim trunks. But it was literally an American flag swim trunks. And I bought that with some little sparklers. And it was a wrap. So I got the sparklers and the American flag swim trunks. And I decided to do a little, I want to say crash the whole fucking fireworks thing. Because you can't really crash, that's like a big thing. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to go down the whole sidewalk, just American flag, not Speedo, American flag, shorts, sparklers, and the skateboard, just going down the whole thing, just yelling my ass off. I don't know what came through my head, but the friends that I have, they were way more motivated than I was to do this, because they weren't the ones doing this. So they're like, yeah, let's do this shit for you. I was like, alright, whatever. So at this point, I don't even give a shit. So, you know, when we go back, you know, we're eating our snacks, we finished eating and everything. At this point, people are already arriving, you know, for the festival and stuff. So, festival starting, you know, people getting up. We're over here waiting, we're excited, you know, because, you know, I'm about to do some stupid shit. You know, we're waiting for people to go, and then right before they start announcing the fireworks, they take me out to the side, you know, so I can get ready. So we got my homie on the phone, and he's like, yo, like when I give you the cue, go. So on top of me having the sparklers, like a couple of Tommy and Alex, they also had like these little confetti poppers. So as soon as they did the countdown, as soon as they hit 5, they popped both of them, and I just lit my sparklers, and it went down all the way, like just across the whole fucking field. Tell me, dude, it was ridiculous. I don't know what through my mind. I didn't even cover my face or anything. It was fucking idiotic. So I went down the whole fucking field, just straight streamers and fucking American flag shorts. So just imagine that you take your family out, to have a nice gathering, go see some fireworks, celebrate the 4th of July, and you see this high-ass dumb motherfucker going down the sidewalk in a skateboard with some American flag shorts. Yeah, it makes you think something. Maybe something's wrong with this kid. But yeah, and I go down all the way, and then we have my buddy of mine waiting down at the end of the road so he can pick me up in the car so we can just get the fuck, because for some reason we thought this was like illegal or some shit. But yeah, so I light it up, I go down, I'm yelling, I'm having a blast. I have the least amount of cares in the world. I don't go fuck. I'm moving in like a month. I gave zero shits whatsoever. So I go all the way down. I'm like, yeah, 4th of July, bitches, blah, 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 whatever. I hop in my buddy's car real fast and we dip. Fast as shit. Like, we literally just robbed the bank. Like, I don't know why we thought it was this serious, but we thought it was that serious. But we got in that bitch and we left. And then, yeah, as soon as I hop in the thing, I'm over here just dying. I'm in like pure tears dying just because I just thought it was hilarious. I was like, yo, I should have went down in the fucking American flag swim shorts. So I thought it was fucking hilarious. I was enjoying having a blast. And then, yeah, we were all dying and everything. Then we went back to my buddy's house. You know, we could actually change it, actually go enjoy the fireworks, what we were originally planning to do while we got high. So we went back to change and everything. And then at this point, the high was already wearing off. We were about 4 hours even. And this point, the high was already wearing off. So I was starting feeling like a little bit more like, yeah, this is some bullshit. Like, I started feeling that. And then my buddy of mine, I love him, man. This man, Tony, he's like, yo, I just bought some more weed. You want to smoke again before we go watch the fireworks? And I literally just got high for the first time, and I absolutely loved it. So, of course, I said yes to this one. So I said yes to this one. We sparked another fat-ass blunt, and then we went back to the fireworks. So once we got to the field, I'm over here steaming. I didn't know anything about eye drops, smell. I didn't give a fuck about anything. I didn't know anything. I'm a fresh noob into this world. So I arrived to the field. It's a good thing it's outdoors because, you know, I would have boofed even more. But yeah, I arrived to this field. I'm over here boofing. I smell like I got 2 skunks in my pocket. And my eyes are about bloodshot as fuck. Like, these joints are like red, like beaming red. So I show up and everything, like I'm the happiest kid ever. I'm like, hello, how you guys doing? So when we get there and everything, and we can pay, we get in. I think it was like, I don't remember how much it was. It was like $5. This is the last $5 I had. This is the last bit of money. I've spent absolutely all my money that day. So I give them, then we go in, and now I'm like, you know, this is my first time being high around a fuck ton of people. Because at first I was just, you know, with my buddies. And now it's just like, okay, now I'm in actually a public place. There's a fuck ton of people everywhere. How am I gonna react? And luckily, I'm not like a paranoid. I wasn't really a paranoid person. Like I'm very energetic, euphoric. So I was never like, oh, I'm gonna get caught. I'm more like, oh, there's a bouncy castle over there. Let's go bounce. I'm that kind of person. So we get there, you know, we meet up with more friends, and now once I start meeting my buddies that I don't even know how to smoke, they run into me and they're like, yo, Steve, you okay? You look a little different. And I just look at them. I'm like, yo, I'm Steve. And so at this point, everybody's just like, oh shit, Steven Guy. So like it takes 0 seconds for that shit to spread the fuck all over the field. So now everybody knows I'm high. At this point, I don't give a shit. I don't have anything on me, so they can't do shit to me. You're just not illegal to be high. Well, it's not legal to be high or smell like weed, so it's illegal to possess. So I was in the clear. I didn't give a fuck. They can look at me, whatever they want. So I meet up with them. At that time, they were like one of my closest friends. So, you know, they're all excited, like, oh my God, Steven, you're high. Like, how does it feel? How does it feel? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm over here telling them, like, literally, honestly, like, what being high feels like is you're extremely hungry. You are extremely hungry. You are tired as fuck. You want to listen to music. You just want to munch. You just want to be like this. You just want to chill. Like, that's all you want to do. Like, being high is like feeling like a cat. That's literally all you want to do. You just want to chill, have yourself a good old jolly time. So yeah, I give them the details and everything, and then, you know, we were talking, and we finally, like, you know, sit down. They announced that the fireworks are coming, so we finally sit down, and this is my first time actually seeing color when I'm high. And I'm very a colorful person because I also do, like, I do my LSD every now and then. Like, I have those stories on later, excuse me. So I'm very into colors. I like, you know, I like colorful shit. Who doesn't? Magical motherfucker. I like colorful shit. Yeah. And yeah, at this point I finally, you know, got my spot and everything, getting ready, and they gave us like these special little glasses, I'm guessing, which are like supposed to enhance like the firework looking. So I'm high, and I got these firework glasses. So being high itself is already like a firework enhancer. So I got that. On the top of that, I got a whole nother fucking thing to put in my eyes. So I was like, alright. So, you know, fireworks start coming in, my jolly ass puts that shit right on my face, and I start looking up in the sky. And I have never enjoyed fireworks more in my life. Like, I've never been like, I was literally like a little kid at a fucking playground. I was like, ah! It was a great time. So, you know, fireworks are going, I'm having a good time, enjoying, like, look at that, like, oh my god, that was so cool, you know, I'm having my blast, I'm having my jolly good time. And then, you know, the fireworks finally end, you know, they give the grand finale where they just send a fuck ton of fireworks, like, you know what I mean, like, when they send a fuck ton of fireworks ridiculously. So, like, I finally get to that point, so I'm watching all that shit, I'm over here extremely fucking baffled, like, I'm watching, like, the Kingdom Rising. So, I'm watching this shit, happy as fuck, I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest fucking thing ever. And then the fireworks finally ended, that's when I started getting bummed out. Because I'm just like, I was feeling so happy at that moment that I'm like, damn, why'd they stop? Like, I thought they were doing the fireworks for me because, you know, I was like, this is my world. But, you know, bullshit. So, you know, then that ends and I'm like, damn. And right as they end, you know, I started sobering up a little bit too. So I'm just like, damn. And that's honestly literally where the vibe was born. Because literally the day after that, I went back to my buddy of mine and I was like, yo, can I, like, buy some weed? And this man said, yeah, and like literally became my first plug and started buying like, you know, dime bags and shit like that from him. And yeah, that's pretty much like the first time I got high. It was like, it was a great time, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed every single fucking moment of it. And I was like, yeah, this just might have to be my lifestyle. Yeah, so ever since then, that's, you know, that's when I started getting into it. I started searching up things, you know, like what's cottonmouth, what's all these things. You know, I started doing my research, you know, sativas, hybrids, indicas. That's pretty much where I started learning my things. And it's pretty much, you know, made me to the pilot I am today. You know, I got all my beautiful grass, I got all that stuff, man. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for Cindy and Alex, like I would have never got introduced to it. Well, I wouldn't say never, because I did, you know, I have chilled out with a couple people who brought it up. But it would have taken me a lot longer than I wished it would have. But yeah, that was pretty much the story of me getting high for the first time. So if you guys would like to hear about anything else or anything other substance that I've tried, you know, leave it down in the comments below. Or any topics you guys would like me to talk about, just leave it down below. I'll check them out, I'll see which ones I like, which ones are more popular with you guys, and I'll make a video on it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Stay magical, motherfuckers.